Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to go ahead and go over map searches, which is something that I really like and think is really cool. Now the first thing that I'm going to do when I get to the page again is click on active status and take off everything else that is not active. Now there's a few different ways you can search with the map. There is a circle, a polygon, and a rectangle. Now the first thing that we can do after I close this is take the little zoom key and I can zoom in on an area, and it'll kind of zoom in a little bit, and I can use the hand to move it. I can use a square and say I click on one corner and I drag it to the other corner, and I will be looking in that little square here in Ahwatukee, and it will calculate how many houses are in there. 135 are currently active in there, and then obviously I can run down the dwelling type, and just like we did on the previous searches. The other thing is I can make another square right here and say I make it a little too big. If I decide I like one of these and not the other, I can click on the X and make it go away, or I can click on both X's and make them both go away. The other thing that you can do is use a circle. So if there is like the corner of 101 and 60, I can put the circle right there and make it a 2-mile radius from there, or 2 point whatever, 2.02 it is, and it will cover all of the houses that are for sale in there, in that 2-mile circle. The other thing that I can do, say somebody that's looking for the house works at Intel, I can go ahead and type in the address right here. If I can type it all out, it will find it. And then I can use this location and do a radius search and say I want to be within 5 miles of there. Zoom out. And I'm hitting extra stuff. So these are all of the properties that are available within 5-mile radius of that particular Intel. And then obviously I can go down and tell it that I want 3 or 4 bedrooms, or however many I want, like that. And if I wanted to, I could tell it just what zip codes that I want to live in. The other thing that we can do is the polygon. Let me get rid of this circle, and zoom just a little bit, and while it's calculating those, I can actually get started with the polygon and just click on every spot that I want it to go. So what I'm doing right now is making a little map of Ahwatukee, and when I finish where I wanted it to go, I just double click and it will recalculate to my polygon, and it still shows my little thumbtack over here. So these are the properties that are available in Ahwatukee. Now one thing that you've got to be aware of, or you should be aware of, is that sometimes when somebody puts a new property into the computer, it might not show up on the map and therefore when you're doing a map search sometimes it gets left out. So that is the only thing to be aware of, and other than that, just use the other tools that you've got down the side, and that is a great way to search using the map. If you've got any questions, go ahead and shoot me an email right here at phoenixrealtorsteam@gmail.com. Thanks and have a great day.